What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessed Gamer of the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Liza P. on my 30th birthday. I'm 30 years old today. Oh, big 3-0. Okay, I'm live. I had to make sure I was live. I love Liza P. I've gotten the platinum for it. I haven't played it in a while. Last time I played it was when the DLC launched, and I liked the DLC, but it was a little bit unbalanced at launch. So the enemy's doing way too much damage, even with like maxed out stats. And New Game, not New Game Plus, I was getting killed in 1 or 2 hits, and they even admitted that they made it too hard and they fixed it. But by that point, I'd already beaten it, so now I decided to go back and play the base game and do the DLC now that they fixed it. God, they had in honor of the great writer Carlo Collodi, who's actually the guy who wrote Pinocchio, by the way.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet. We need your help. Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krot, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
You see lots of foreshadowing for the puppet show.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help. But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
There's the path of balance.
Destination Hotel Court. Recommend escaping from this location.
Not that it really matters. Because quickly, once you get to the town square at the end of chapter 1, or the alley square, you can buy all the weapons anyway, and just change the stats, just a kind of a nudge in one direction. That's what the Souls games are. You're not locking yourself out of any class, you're just picking at what you start with. And see, they've done Souls-likes, so many Souls-likes over the years. But they always try to copy the gameplay. Not understanding that, yeah, the gameplay is part of what makes the FromSoft games so good, but it's also the atmosphere and the world building. And so many people go for the gameplay and they ignore the world building. Lies of P is one of the best because they get the world building as well. The atmosphere is fucking immaculate. And as soon as I sat down at this train station, I remember thinking, oh my god, the atmosphere in this game is amazing. Cross Central Station, rainy night. One of the things I love about this game is how his shirt gets stained. It actually gets stained in real time with water, and then dries off in real time. And it gets stained with liquids and dries in real time too. Which I think is dope.
You cannot see the door. Switch me on.
If anyone finds a snow, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a puppet smashing people to death in there. Yeah, that would definitely give me pause. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. At least just stop people from randomly coming in. I'm going to die soon, so I want to help you, even if it's not much. Please survive anyone. What's that, brah? God, I love the atmosphere of this game so much. So good, dude.
This is called a stargazer. A marvelous device the stalkers used in the past.
Warning. Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This stargazer will make you stronger. But the stargazer's strength doesn't last forever, so be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
The grand exhibition has been delayed. The decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy has been recently paralyzed cities under control. The occurrence again is illustrated, resulting in hundreds of casualties, while the cause is still unknown. The number of casualties and the scale of the damage are both growing. As the crisis dragged on, the workshop of Vanity Company, Krat's largest puppet factory, announced they would offer emergency supplies to citizens and do everything they could to alleviate the situation. A task force is investigating the possibility of a fatal loss of the Grand Covenant. Goddamn laser give me doing sense of deals and doom, which is the control protocol works on puppet. However, there is no complete solution as of now, but the frenzy resulting in more casualties. It's a steady basis for a resurgence of the petrification disease. The citizens are advised to stay indoors for their safety. However, many citizens are trying to escape through Krot Central Station, intensifying the general chaos. Goddamn laser give me doing doom. Goddamn laser give me doing. Goddamn laser give me doing. And then give me.
Just a momentary glitch. There is no cause for alarm. Do not panic, whatever you may hear. The city is safe to traverse. We repeat, do not be alarmed, citizens of Quad. We are effectively handling the situation, with the cooperation of the workshop and the alchemists. The puppets are, naturally, imprinted with the Grand Covenant that prioritizes human safety above all. Please remain patient until proper. Your active cooperation is requested and required. You will refrain from any unauthorized departures, assemblies, or active protests. Never forget that your safety is of the utmost importance to your safety. The time for fear is over. Krot is safe. Krot is safe.
Oh shit, 343!
A powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in. So please, be careful.
Here appears a terrific puppet that will enliven the parade, introducing Parade Master, a remarkable parade puppet model from the workshop to celebrate the Grand Exhibition. Hello there, I'm the Parade Master. I like singing and marching with people. Yeah, sure he does. The Parade Master has the following functions: 16 jolly songs, cheerful laughter, and 54 parade phrases. Parade dances delight children, the strength to carry 6 men on his shoulders. This Parade Master is made big in commemoration of the Grand Exhibition. Check out his terms on the eve of the upcoming expedition. Yeah, okay. Cool. I'm using this to get my focus bars filled, my table bars, whatever.
Hello there. Welcome to Krot, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone. Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something you...
What do? I gotta show you exactly where to stand. In Bloodborne, you could easily not know where to stand and miss your opportunity even though you got it, which is fucking lame. Look how he pulled up his own fucking head to beat you with it. It's pretty metal when you think about it. Sugar dick! It seems to be enough time to do the things I want to do.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
They patched this game, and they added a considerable amount of features that people wanted. But one thing they didn't add, and it makes me kind of upset, is they never added a proper photo mode. Which really does kind of chat my ass, because this game is so great and so pretty, it really fucking deserved one.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you? Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
I get this fucking awesome intro that helps show you the history of what happened. Well, kind of like a broad strokes kind of thing. Liza P. P. Diddy. Get the baby on. They came to the island. This is the time it's pretty medieval. It was old, rustic. The alchemists were the first people to come to the island. They found the Ergo, which was capable of doing incredible shit. They used that to power the automatons, the puppets. They mass assembled them and create all kinds of things like ironworks, locomotive, and it gave them grand prosperity. As you can see, they built an incredible city. And then shit went tits up. And although it may actually seem like this has happened recently, they kind of make it sound like they've been fucked like this with the puppets for quite some time. Like, I would say over a year.
see you. I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you. You must have questions. Geppetto will have answers. But we have to find him first. He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krat is dangerous for humans. And that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him. Look at Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Gemini is fine.
That's proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm. I'm no inventor, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krat is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
And you can use the pocket watch to instantly take you back. To the nearest checkpoint you got, Stargazer, or the hotel. If you put it on the quick command, you can get back and lickety-split. There. And then please give me
I'll use my power to help you. Ergo is the miracle that made Krat prosper. Without Ergo, there would be no automated puppets to make Krat wealthy. When you move, you tap into the power of Ergo within you. Gather more Ergo. It will make you stronger. In the folklore of Krat, a cricket often acts as a guide. That is why these automated models became popular. But Gemini is unique. He's more than just a guide. As you get more familiar with Gemini, you'll see what I mean.
Sorry, yes, I'm.
Unexpected guests are welcome. We don't insist on reservations. I am Antonia, and this is my hotel. Welcome. Oh, I knew from the moment we met that you're Geppetto's puppet. He might have a few loose screws, but Geppetto's skills are undiminished. It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back. If he doesn't turn up soon, we'll have to make a new coffin. Oh, I forgot. I was keeping this for him. It comes with a long story, but I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man, and do take care of yourself out there. People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about? I see you're here. That means you can lie. Your lies are a rare ability. You're able to choose. People on the outside are still afraid of puppets. Lie to protect yourself and find your path. I'm an old friend of Geppetto's. His son is like family to me. Make yourself at home. You're always welcome here at the hotel. If you have any questions, ask my butler, Polendina.
And some I didn't even know. You can wear the outfit that you get from her and then do the show-off gesture in front of her. She actually has a response and get humanity for it. I didn't know that until I played the game multiple times.
It suits you. For a moment there, you look just like... Oh, forgive me, I'm rambling. When you get to my age, your memories are like good friends. And just as distracting.
I like that for though.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. My name is Polendina, butler to Lady Antonia. Please let me know how I may be of service. At Hotel Krat, comfort and calm walk hand in hand. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service? The Grand Covenant is a set of absolute commands imprinted on puppets when they are made. First law. All puppets must obey their creator's commands. Second law. A puppet may not harm humans. Third law. A puppet protects and serves humans and the city of Krat. Fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. I've told you about the laws engraved upon every puppet. Do you require anything else?
They actually made it so that he has quartz here to help you get quartz more to get abilities sooner. He didn't have quartz here originally. I'm gonna buy those though. Not now anyway.
I heard about you from Geppetto, but to see you in person, wow.
And then they give me.
You should take this. Geppetto left it with me.
Hey.
The sound of it alone. That craftsmanship comes only from the hands of Geppetto. You must be something else. A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eugenie from the Workshop Union. I know my way around weapons of all kinds. I'm sure Master Geppetto would agree. If any of your weapons need work, bring them to me. I know my way around a weapon. A stargazer is a survival device used by the Stalkers. It powers itself by accumulating and absorbing ergo spores in the air. The Stalkers installed stargazers all across the city. Once they're recovered, we can put them to use. If you want to test your skills or try new techniques, head for the garden. The Stalkers captured a puppet to use for training. Don't look at me like that. Everyone hates puppets. I know whose side you're on.
I also love how, fun fact, this cat, not only can you pet this cat to test your humanity, but this cat is actually based off the developer's real cat, and they actually used the cat itself for the mocap. And show the picture of the real cat in the credits. See, when you first meet the cat hisses at you. But the higher humanity gets, the friendlier the cat gets with you. I fucking love this game, I really do. It sucks too because people play this game, but a lot of people didn't give it a chance. A proper chance. This game has a slow start. This is genuinely one of those games that it gets better and better the further you go. Like, the first bit of the game, like, yeah, it's pretty good. And it's like, wow, it's really great. And then by the time you get to the end of the game, you're like, wow, this is fucking amazing. Well, I strongly suggest that you play it all the way through. Like I said, it has a slow start. It takes you a little bit to get to the really, really good stuff, but it's just so worth it. Like I said, when you first start playing the game, like, man, it's pretty good. Then it gets, like, great. And then, like, by the end of the game, I'm like, okay, this is one of the best games ever made. And they really, really, really listened to the community and patched the shit out of the game. The blocking and the guarding in the demo felt off. The timing, so they completely adjusted all of it by the time the full game came out. They added, people complained that one of the skills, the ability to roll out of damage, like you get knocked down, you can roll out of it. People complained that that was a skill you should start with, so they made it a skill you start with and gave that slot to something else. People complained that you had to hold the button to dash, so they added the ability to just click to sprint, which is how it should be. Don't make me hold the fucking button to dash. It's just unnecessary. Just let me click the fucking button to sprint. And then they did the DLC for this game, and it's fucking outstanding. The DLC is one of my favorite DLCs ever. And more importantly, it's where they're going with this after that really gets me excited. Because they reveal at the end of this game that they're not just going to do Pinocchio, that they're going to do sequels. In fact, they actually started working on the sequel before this game shipped. They had a feeling that this game was going to be a success after the rave reviews, like the early impressions, and the game got a lot of press before it even released, like a lot of attention. So they actually were already working on the sequel before the game even launched. I think we're probably going to get the sequel to this probably next year. But I thought that they were going to do Pinocchio, and they were going to stay Pinocchio, and they fucking don't. They very clearly state that the next game is going to be set in the land of Oz. Which they can freely do because Oz is in the public domain now. And that, to me, blew my fucking mind. Because I was fully expecting that it was contained with Pinocchio, and then they also strongly suggested they're going to do shared, like, dark versions of fairy tales. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, you name it. And it actually works out incredibly well. Because, first of all, you actually hear them talking about Dorothy, and then you see a little girl with red fucking slippers. Doesn't get more clear-cut than that. And then it turns out one of the guys in the game is actually a character from Oz, Parnassus. And this game is actually set, they don't give you an exact year, but it's set in 1890-something, called the Belle Epoque era, which is actually when the Oz novels were written.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Jiminy. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Dearly, I'm a huge fan of The Wizard of Oz. I fell in love with it when I saw the movie, which I'm sure you've seen the classic Oz. I don't think Alex has, which honestly kind of blows my mind. But every year they would show it on TNT for Thanksgiving, and I would watch it. Were you at least able to hear what I was saying? Okay, so at the end of this game, they basically reveal that they're not just sticking to Pinocchio. They're doing a shared universe of classic fairy tales. And they're going to Oz next. And that honestly made me set my hype for the fucking sequel through the
It
roof.
was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
I mean, they literally showed Dorothy wearing the red fucking slippers. And they legally can have a game set in Oz because Oz is now in the public domain. And they already had set it up because one of the characters in this game is actually a character from Oz, Parnassus. But what is really exceptional is it actually fits really well. I'm a huge fan of Oz. I started out watching the classic 1939 movie. You know, every year they would show it for Thanksgiving, and Alex probably never even seen it. That makes me upset, but what are you gonna do? So, but I got into the books, and let me tell you, the books are a whole different fucking beast, and they were quite dark. Actually. I mean, they could be really fucking dark. Fucking shit. Ah, I got blocked by the train. Oh well. And they're actually perfect because, for one, they're quite dark before the Disneyfication. And two, they actually are where we get the term automaton. The very first novel to use the word automaton was an Oz novel. And it was pretty much the first novel to have the concept of a robot before robots were even a thing. So even though a lot of people don't really understand, but robots and shit sci-fi basically came from the Wizard of Oz. So when you realize that the real Oz in the books was pretty fucking dark, that it was the origin for robots, the concept of robots, which is what's about robotic puppets already, and that this game is set in the 1890s. They don't tell you when. They say 1890X, but it's set in the right before the 19th century, which is when the Oz novels were written. The original Oz novel was written in 1890 something. So this story is actually set when they were written, and at the time it was set in that time period. Dorothy in Kansas, the Kansas he wrote about was the Kansas from the 1890s. So, you know, and I think the potential there is so fucking strong. Like I said, imagine like a Souls-like in a dark, mature, industrial Oz. Like imagine the Emerald City, but it's bloody, gory, and full of turn-of-the-century industrial technology, steam, locomotive, factories, and shit. Like, it's set up for fucking greatness. And this game is fantastic. I love this game. This game is the very first game the studio ever made. They never made a game before. They had no prior experience. And the sequel will have a much bigger budget because this game was an unexpected success. It sold way more than they thought it would. It's still selling. So, this game, as good as it is just their first go. Their first crack at the genre of gaming in general. And the sequel's going to have all their experience in making this, plus a much bigger budget. Yeah. So, I am genuinely fucking stoked to see what they come up with. And plus, like I said, I absolutely love The Wizard of Oz. But, no, it's not. This is a South Korean studio. Neon Wiz. Round 8. But yeah, like I said, I'm still looking forward to the sequel for this. And I'd say we're probably due for next year because they started working on this. They started working on the sequel before the first game even launched. And that was 2023. So it's already been in development for almost 4 years. And they're not, going to take ages. That's a good thing about like a lot of those Korean companies, a lot of the Asian companies. They don't sit there and milk the same game for fucking decades. Like that's something that gets exhausting to me. Is it like it used to be that if a game did well, you were guaranteed a sequel, and then it unfortunately became, well, now if a game does well, they're just gonna milk this game till the end of fucking time, and we'll never get a sequel. And that's why we have like now it's been 15 years since Skyrim came out. Let go of my hold on a second. God damn it. That's so frustrating. Forgot about that fucking cocksucker. Oh well. I was right there too. Shit happens. Well, I have shortcuts, I don't have to go all the way back. Thankfully, those big lumberjack dudes are one-time spawns. I cannot recommend this game strongly enough. I have played so many Souls-likes, I'm a huge fan of the Soul series, as I've made clear. I have played every single FromSoft game, you know, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. I've done the DLC for all of them. I played them a bunch of times. And out of all the Souls-likes I've played, because I've played so many of them, because, you know, once you get addicted to FromSoft games, you want more. This is one of the only ones that it deserves to be mentioned in the same breath as FromSoft. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good Souls-likes, but very few of them are worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as the FromSoft games, that are actually up to that level of quality. And most of the time, the ones that are good, oh, you son of a bitch. The ones that are good are usually good on a gameplay level, not understanding that a huge part of these games is the atmosphere and the story. Wow. Oh well. Shit happens. What can you do? I will take the whole path back now. For more XP. Yeah. But they don't understand that such a large appeal of these games is the world and the atmosphere, that the FromSoft games would not be nearly as loved without it. A huge reason why people love Bloodborne, for example, so much is the immaculate Victorian setting. Like, if you just took the gameplay of Bloodborne, it would be loved, but not nearly as loved as it is. Or, you know, like the Dark Souls of Praise the Sun. So many people who try to copy this formula only copy the gameplay part of it, not realizing that the world, the atmosphere, and the meticulous design is one of the main features. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. Alright, you fucking son of a bitch. That pissed me off so bad, dude. Okay. Now you officially pissed me off. And this perfectly copies that vibe. Well, it doesn't copy it. I'm saying it gives the same attention to the world and atmosphere. Obviously, in terms of vibe, this game is well and truly its own thing. This game actually has such a good story. There are parts of this game that actually made me emotional and tear up. Which it's actually not easy to do. but this game actually has a very, very touching story and characters that I actually cared about. And it gets surprisingly fucking dark. Like, this game goes through some actual, like, really mature shit. Has some really shocking revelations, some really tragic stuff. I'm almost back to what I lost in Souls. So that's good. And that was a cocksucker that got me before. Piece of shit. Okay, yeah. And, like, this is the type of game where, like, you may even think it's just puppets, but it's not actually. The first few chapters in this game are dealing with puppets, and then they start introducing weird new enemy types.
Why, hello! I didn't know anyone was alive out here. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a burglar. I'm just crashing in an abandoned house for a while. Don't worry, I won't cause any trouble. We survivors need to look out for each other. For your information, I didn't steal this.
And this game has one of the best fucking soundtracks of all time ever. Like, actual licensed music tracks. Really fucking good shit. Well, not licensed. I mean, a vocal is what I meant to say. And they actually use, like, appropriate, like, music tools to the era. One of the songs in this game in particular is one of my all-time favorite video game tracks. It's called Feel. And, like, it's literally one of my favorite pieces of music in any video game ever. Which is pretty high praise coming from me, trust me.
Strange. Jeepers. Is that a butterfly? Why is the ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
Together. Like we used to.
I will say one of the things that's frustrating though is this game has a lot of missables. There's a lot of things you can only get if you get it in a specific spot. And if you do decide to play this game, I would use a guide to make sure you get 100%, because
I miss you, Murphy.
all of the side quests in this game are worth doing. Not only do you get fantastic rewards for doing the side quest, but there's lots of narrative payoff for doing the side quests. In particular, there's one side quest about answering riddles and shit. And it seems like, oh, funny thing. But not only do you get insanely good rewards for finding the phones, they're like ringing phones, you find them and you answer the riddles, but it leads, the culmination of that plotline leads to one of the best scenes in the entire game. And one of the best scenes in any game ever.
Who is it? Is that you, Murphy? Oh, I guess not. Sorry, I thought you were my friend, Murphy. Murphy is a super cool police officer. As a puppet, even the petrification disease can't get him. I wish I was like him. You should leave so you don't catch the disease from me. If only we could play together like we used to, Murphy. I miss you.
Like, but no, I'm saying, like, not only is the reward for doing the riddles, like a bunch of cool outfits and stuff like that you can't get anywhere else, but the narrative scene that pays off at the end of it is one of my favorite scenes in any game. And it's really easy to miss and not get it. Well, like that scene I did right there, that leads into a side quest right there, the guy I talked to, and it leads to a scene that you wouldn't get if you didn't come and get that here. So it's actually really easy if you're trying to go for 100% to fuck yourself out of it, and that's a shame, because the side quests in this game, besides being worth doing, actually greatly fill out the story and the lore. So if you want the full payout in the game, I would just suggest doing all the side quests. They're all worth doing. And on top of which, besides the fact that you get more of the story from doing the side quests and they give you good rewards, they're also the main way that you get humanity. Which not only does Pinocchio start to change as you get more humanity, his character actually changes, his model. But you can't get the best ending unless you have the most humanity. The true ending, basically. So, you're not going to get a lot of cool rewards. You're not going to get the full narrative payoff or the best ending unless you do the side shit. And some of it has like really narrow windows to do it. And that can be a little bit frustrating to miss out on doing a cool quest. So that's one of those games where I would advise anyone who's playing it to use a guide. You don't need a guide for everything, but just a guide to say, hey, make sure you do this and this and this before this. But it's really fucking worth it, is the thing. Because not only do you get a lot of really, really cool story moments, you get some of the best rewards in the game for doing the side quests. So, you know, some people complain that, like, oh, the side quest in the game is filler. No, the side quest in this game is fucking awesome. Shit. Okay, at least it didn't kill me. I can live with that. To the point where I actually feel bad for people who just skip all the side quests and go straight to the story. Warning, petrification disease, quarantine zone, no trespassers. Everyone is a patient or lunatic, do not speak to them. And see, while they were dealing with the puppets, they ran into a bunch of people who got sick with the petrification disease. And they're all like fucking, they're biologic freaks. Turns their blood blue and shit. And so, like, early on in the game, you're fighting puppets. And a lot of people thought that, you know, they're just gonna fight puppets. No, actually. You fight quite a bit of things. It's just you start out fighting puppets. Then you start fighting the fucking blue-blooded crystal freaks and shit.
Oh, this must be your first time in the petrification disease quarantine zone. For most people, this is their last stop. You are a good Samaritan for coming all the way here.
And one of the best things about this game is the way they flip the idea on its head. This is, in some ways, it's very true to Pinocchio. They actually are a lot more, they're actually a lot closer to the novel than Disney was. The novel of Pinocchio had a lot of really dark shit in it, by the way. But they twist the concept. Lying is good. Lying, the puppets are built with the Grand Covenant, they can't lie. You're a special puppet, you can lie. And they actually show lying as a good thing. Not only does lying give you more humanity, but most of the time, in this game, you lying is to spare somebody's heartbreak, rather than to get one over on them. And this is a really good example.
One. May I ask you a favor? My family took my baby from me and sent me here. They said it was for my own good, but it was heartless just the same. A baby must be with its mother. Please go to Krat City Hall and bring me my baby. Thank you so much, kind one. I can finally see my sweet Elena's face again. Please hurry. Hard scales spreading across my eyes before I lose my sight. Please.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should we check it out? Oh, I hope everybody's safe.
When you find the baby, it's a doll. And you're presented with one of the first opportunities to lie. You can either tell her it's just a doll, or say it's her baby. And she's fucking dying, and either she believes that's her baby, or maybe it was. Like, you know. Ah, shit, I died. Oh, well, I don't care, I'm right there. I had no heals, and I was right there. And so in that case, lying to her is sparing her feelings and her heartbreak. And in that case, is giving her peace before she dies. So, the way that they show lying is what separates Pinocchio. It's what makes Pinocchio human, instead of the thing that was stopping him from being a real boy. And it makes him more human, is a really clever twist on the idea. As well as the fact that usually, in almost every instance in this game, you lying helps people. Even if it's something as simple as, you find somebody brutally murdered and you're like, did he die peacefully? Was he in pain? You're like, well, he actually died horribly. He was in terrible pain, but if I told you that, that would probably just hurt you. So I don't lie and say that, no, he died peacefully. Or lying and telling somebody who's old and sick that they're still beautiful. They know you're lying, but that bit of kindness makes them feel better. And this opens a shortcut back to where I was before. And now that I've activated the elevator, I'm going to teleport back to the hotel so I can level up. Because I'm about to fight a pretty tough boss.
I'll use my power.
And also, when you go out here, handy feature, when you go out here to train the doll, it fills your focus bars up. So you can get a free focus refill every time you come here. So, I mean, anytime, like, before boss fights, good to teleport here. They also gave you quite a big demo. The first, the demo for this was these 2 chapters. So it's actually like 2 hours, 3 hours. I think you actually transfer your save file over to the full game. I actually thought it was really cool they would do that. And they even added a bunch of free costumes and stuff. There's a guy in the game that you kill later, the donkey, and people are upset because he's one of the few outfits that wasn't in the game. Like, you could get his outfit, so they added his outfit, which is cool. I mean, I'm not going to run around with a dog head, but it was still cool. They added that for completion. And then they added an alchemist hat that's green and green spectacles to reference Oz as part of free DLC. And they even mention Oz in it, which they did after the game released. So at that point, the cat was out of the bag. But it even says, hold on, let me see the... there's info for it. Hold on. Here we go. It is popular among collectors because of its unique color. Jewel glasses that was among a certain alchemist collection. You may see illusions if you look beyond the emeralds. In The Wizard of Oz, the Emerald City wasn't actually green. It was diamond, and the wizard made people wear green spectacles to make it look green. And that's a detail that gets left out in every adaptation. So having them be green spectacles and mention you can see emeralds if you look past illusions is really clever and already proves that they're paying more attention to the fucking series than most games or books do. And then they added they actually did a Souls-like called Wu Chang Fallen Dynasty. Wu Tang? Yeah. And they added a crossover with that because it was made by another Korean studio. Once again, I'm not going to wear that because not my cup of tea. But it's still cool that they added that. And they added a weapon from it too. That you get for free now that you can play the game. It's a literal fucking glaive. It's a good weapon too. So it was actually cool to see two Korean developers do that. And actually, this game has caused kind of a boom in the Korean gaming industry. For many years, Korea wasn't really very present in the gaming industry, South Korea. And this game was one of the first big games made by a Korean publisher and Korean dev. So, and after this, the success of this game actually inspired a lot of other Koreans to do the same thing. So, like, this game actually inspired a bunch of Korean developers on the whole coming into gaming on the world stage. So this game actually had more of an impact than just this game. A bunch of developers took this game's inspiration and came into it. Because a lot of Korean people, a lot of people who are aspiring to make games were like, man, if this team that had never made a game before made this game that fucking rules, maybe I could. And it actually helped make it, like, now we see a lot more Korean studios. Like, this game in a short time has caused a bunch of South Korean game studios to come onto the scene. It actually kind of changed the world, if you look at it that way, which is really fucking cool. That it actually had, besides just being a really good game, it actually helped put Korea on the world market for gaming in general, which is really fucking sick. All puppets will be destroyed. Hurts puppets. And see, you can see that's like chapter 4. We go into the church all the way up there.
You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father. You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth.
And see, here's him fighting a donkey. Which, if you watch the Disney movie or read the book, at one point Pinocchio becomes a donkey.
Wait. I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet.
So there's actually quite a bit of
past
references
me.
to the novel sprinkled throughout.
I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge. Cursed puppet! Back again!
And fun fact, Geppetto in this game, in English at least, is actually played by the guy who plays Mog in Elden Ring. Be gone, foul tarnished.
Are you a dream or a nightmare? Stop showing up already. I demanded the truth. Now I feel bad.
And Geppetto in this game is fucking great, but, like, yeah. He's such a big part of Elden Ring, and he's the voice that most people think of when they think of Elden Ring, because he's there to whoop your ass. and he's actually voices Geppetto, although he acts so differently in comparison that most people didn't recognize him. And see, you can see he's got blood on his hand for the first time. He's been killing puppets. This is the first human that Pinocchio's killed, which is almost like the loss of his innocence. So he's like looking at it like, what is this? Blood?
Finally, we meet. Son, it's a dream come true. Seeing you like this. I understand why some people despise me. I invented the puppets after all. I should take responsibility as their maker. But in order for me to do that, I need to take care of the puppets at City Hall. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful. I want to hear all about your experiences. But now isn't a good time. Use the Stalker's key to open the bridge door.
I love this game. I hope that you enjoy this game. And if you need any help, you can always feel free to reach out to me. I know this game backwards and forwards.
We'll catch up at Hotel Krot when you're done.
I've beaten it 100% several times. I've pretty much done everything there is to do in this game.
I want to hear. Use the Stalker. We'll catch up.
And you also get the Mad Donkey's outfit for killing him, which I think is cool. I like the donkey's apparel, at least the coat. I think it looks cool. I also like how all the gear in this game is cosmetic. You have armor, but it's your gears. So it's like your defense parts. So what you wear has nothing to do with your stats. For years.
So about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about. If you find any more weapons, let's try using them here.
For years, I wanted them to do transmog in a Souls game because oftentimes the gear that looks the coolest has the shittiest stats, and they haven't done it. This game does.
I'm Jiminy, your friendly puppet guide. Or friendly guide puppet? I don't know, one of those. I'm also a friend of Sophia's. Last time I woke up, Sophia was there because she woke me up. But I'm sure there are still other memories in there. Sorry. Must be the shock. Bear with me, and I'll do my best to guide you.
See, this is an early look at one of the fucking dudes that's been afflicted with the disease. He has blue blood and crystals and shit. So, like, when you first saw this game and they first showed the trailer, they would just show the puppets. There's actually a lot more shit in this game you fight besides the puppets, but it takes a couple chapters for them to come in. This game is still introducing new mechanics in the final chapter. Like, seriously, like, you get to the last chapter in the game, and you think, oh, we're almost at the end. And the last chapter is, like, the longest chapter. It's, like, the size of, like, 4 fucking chapters. and introduces an entirely new setting. So, like, even when you think, oh man, I'm at the end. They throw a new fucking curveball at you. Yeah, it is really cool. Will you be my friend? Everyone is calling him all alone now. This is a detail that comes into play later.
Survivors here. What do we do? Just give her that baby puppet?
This is where I could progress to that boss, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to finish this side quest. And then play the song. Because when you do this quest with the baby and her puppet, or I'm sorry, the mom and her doll baby, you actually get a really, really cool song for doing it that I really enjoy. And listening to the records, besides being fucking awesome, actually gives you humanity. You have to listen to them all the way through, though. Something I really love about this game is if there's a quest you can do in a region, it'll actually give you an icon, helping you remember where to go. Which I actually think is a really handy quality of life feature. I wish more games did. Right roughly around here. That fucking sweeper attack is devastating, man. Oh no! It even takes you a little bit to get to the good weapons. That's just a starter weapon. You get a weapon that's so much better. Get weapons that are so much better. Like, shockingly better. Is it after this? I'm trying to remember where that chick is. Oh, okay, it's slightly after this. Okay, gotcha. God. Yeah, okay. And fuck it, if I don't have to fight him, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna run past him. Piece of shit. Yeah, here we go.
You found her, kind one. I could sense her from miles away. Oh, my sweet Elena. Please let me hold her. There, my baby. I missed you so much. What do you think? Is my baby adorable? That's right, kind one. You've granted me my only wish. My sweet Elena. We're going to be happy now. Thank you so much, kind one. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude.
Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright, just dance with me all through the night, turn it out, close to you, I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you, give it to me baby, feel alright, I feel good, just want you step with me, dance with me, give me feel alright.
I love this fucking song so much.
I feel good on you, alright. Make a move all night. Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright, just dance with me all through the night, turn it out, close to you, I feel good.
And it's a Korean woman that sings this.
'Cause I just know feeling
The first time I saw the actual singer who sang this, I'm like, what the fuck? She's English is not even her first language.
I feel good. Just walk your step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. To make a groove all night.
And they had her play instruments, the piano, the type of piano they used during this period of time.
Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me. Feel alright. I feel good on you. Alright. Make a groove all night. Close your eyes. Come to me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I'll use my power to...
Anxiety. This is the first truly fucking... This is the first truly hard boss battle in the game, but also the first truly great one. I got really good at this boss battle. I had to. It's the first area, part of the game where they really throw it down the gauntlet. Oh, come on. What the fuck, man? Oh, fuck. First try, bitch! Blah, blah! See, if you talk to the little kid before you did this, you see this here. It says friends. And it's got the toys. And you get a faded whistle.
Whew, I think we're done here, pal. Back to the hotel.
Now we unlock the court system, as well as a bunch of new dialogue. And a new Legion arm.
You saved Geppetto. Wonderful. He is on the second floor. He can hardly wait to see you.
Wow. Good part you got there. Come here for a sec, would you? I picked up traces of high-powered energy originating far away. That's one mystery solved. Why don't we make a Legion arm with it? Mr. Vanini is the expert when it comes to Legion arms, but I'm pretty sure I can make one. The puppets get fried easily by electricity. If you use an electric Legion arm, it'll make your life easier.
That sounds very dangerous. Geppetto usually isn't so reckless. The pain of his grief may be clouding his judgment. I shouldn't have said that. You and Geppetto are always welcome at this hotel. Geppetto's room is on the second floor. You can stop by whenever you like.
That book reminds me. Have you ever heard the fairy tale about a mischievous wooden puppet? All of Krot knows the story, all because of someone who loved that story more than anyone else. But this is strange. I do not recall. Who exactly was that someone?
And you can play the piano, and the more community you get, the better the piano you play is.
You've returned. Forgive a sentimental father for worrying about his son. Always remember that you're precious to me, even when I ask you to do something dangerous. Speaking of which, there's a factory just beyond Elysian Boulevard. It's packed with countless puppets. My friend, the inventor Vanini, went to stop them, but he never came back. Please, go save him and shut down the factory. P organs are the source of your powers. Collect quartz to get the strength you need. Remember, the hotel is the last safe place in Krot. It's our only refuge in a city full of perils. It'll be extremely dangerous if anyone has ill intentions. Be careful who you tell about this place, especially if they're stalkers or alchemists. Be wary of dangerous people. And always be a good boy to me. The city of Krot. It's probably not how you remember it, eh? Ask me any questions, and I'll fill in the gaps. Vanini Works is the puppet's main base. It's a factory where they manufacture more of themselves. Vanini himself went to stop them, but I'm worried. He's an industrialist, not a fighter. Rescue Vanini and shut down his factory. That will deny the puppets their reinforcements. The cathedral is famous for its wise and kind Archbishop, Andreas. He offers sanctuary to countless refugees there. The thing is, I've lost touch with him. Perhaps no news is good
Gotta
news,
never
but
give me
I'm a suspicious sort.
Gotta never give me blue.
And if the
Gotta
puppets
never
push
give me
towards the
blue.
cathedral,
Gotta
it could be
never give me
devastating.
blue, bagels.
Go save the Archbishop and the refugees
Give me
before it's too
bagels.
late.
Hey, gotta never please forgive me for doing my sons of deals and do 'em. Gotta never please forgive me for doing my sons of deals and do 'em.
I don't know what's happening in the Malam district. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood seized the neighborhood. That's all I know. It was always a run-down neighborhood, but it's descended into anarchy, or worse. I'm hearing rumors of monsters rampaging through the district. Those poor people. They need your help, son. Rosa Isabel Street is a stronghold of the puppets. It's a hunting ground where the most dangerous puppets roam. I believe it's the epicenter of the puppet frenzy. After all, I detected the strongest wave of ergo there. Especially for someone as precious as you. It's a perilous place. Don't walk a dangerous path, my son. It's best to take it one step at a time. You can get from City Hall to the factory with the key I just gave you. Vanini gave me that key, and now he's missing. Rescue him if you can.
Alright, I'm gonna end this part here and take a break. I'll be back. Thanks for watching.